Michigan Stadium. A staple of the college football environment. Color-coordinated schemes in the stands. A stripe out today. Students, alumni, all fans have band together to try to make life miserable for these visitors. It's the Iowa Hawkeyes and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, Dave Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
When you talk about iconic stadiums in college football, the Big House has to be at the top of your list. One of the most unique stadiums. It is nestled down in the ground. It is loud. It is fun. Ann Arbor has one of the finest stadiums in college sports. Back to you guys.
Okay, Holly. And the Wolverines ready to kick it away first. Fielded in the end zone, it's Jones. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. They shut it down quickly, but he gets two out to the 18.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Moves to his right. Got out of trouble and throws. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, the tight end is a guy that this offense is going to look for on 3rd down. He ran a good route. He got his depth. He got his head around. He's just got to make the play.
And the Hawkeyes will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. On the move, it's Marshall. He is like a loose boulder just rolling to the 32. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's important to get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, take everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. They go play action, Bryce Underwood. Catch in the middle, it's Marsh. Touchdown, Wolverines! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. They'll give it to Malton. Pass to 6. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Back's got it on the screen. Makes one man miss.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. They're going to ride this running back. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. From the gun, it's Phillips. Powers through the defender. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
The Hawkeyes in the hurry-up. Inside the 15. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. And the Hawkeyes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. He's looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa! Quick strike through the air for the score.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. There he goes. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Timed it perfectly to knock him free and forces the 3rd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Turns into the pile. He'll have the 1st down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
The Wolverines are marching down the field. He's changing the play. Throwing, Underwood. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Second and long here. The give on the counter. Plows through the defense.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Fourth down, Underwood. Hauls it in, the first down and more. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the fourth down, and it paid off. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Underwood. Trying to escape and get it himself. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got two of those on that one. Let's take a look at how these quarterbacks have fared in the early going after the first period. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Quick give. It's Marshall. Touchdown, Michigan! And they take it in for 6 more points. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
And he's going to bring this one out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Hawkeyes offense heads out to start this drive. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
The give to the back. Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Straight ahead, it's Moulton. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. The Hawkeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Left side is Parker. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Motion from the wide receiver. Hard running there. And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards.
That's a really good job by the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play. And now you have to make him earn it now on the next down.
And the Hawkeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Makes the grab. It's James. And he's tackled, brought down at the 19. They're into the red zone with another first down. The Hawkeyes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Out of the gun with Kamari Malton. Finding, got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeye!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. He'll bring it out. It's Chambers. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. The Wolverines offense heads out ready to go on the attack. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. On the ground with the counter. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Here's Underwood to throw. Fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Trying to take it back. The 40. Past the 30. Past the 10. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. And how about this? You get to start a drive with a 1st and goal. Run in the red zone. It's Moulton. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
You hear a lot of coaches talk about bend, don't break, and it's in these areas of the field down in your own goal line defensively where you want to just stiffen up. And they did a really nice job on first down, stopping the run. Here we go on second. There's a good chance the offense tries to run it again.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. They'll run with Malton. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off.
2nd quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. 4th and goal from the 3, and the offense will stay out there and try to finish the deal. He wants to throw it. Looking for the score. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out of the field and make some stops.
Throws to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. And the Wolverines are in the hurry-up.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Caught, it's Buchanan. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Dropping back, it's Underwood. Hauls it in. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running inside, it's Marshall. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every point. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They give it to him again. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a 1st down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Making the adjustment on the play. Throwing, Underwood. Right side, it's Marshall. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This will be the 8th. Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Michigan Stadium. We are in full-on stripe-out mode as the fans doing their part to try to distort the vision of the visitors. It's the Iowa Hawkeyes and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Ollie Rowe.
Guys, checking in with Iowa's head coach before the game, bringing his team in on the road against a very good team, ranked in the top 25. They have everything it takes to compete. This is a big matchup that fans are excited to see, but he said we have to execute early and eliminate mistakes at the line of scrimmage. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And the Wolverines will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But, yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises. And I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity.
And that ball is live in the backfield. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, Michigan. And they turn it into a defensive score.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. He's got the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
See, I like this tight end because he's not just running flat routes and little stick routes and drags. This guy can get vertically down the field. He showed you his speed there running the crosser.
Press center downs going to the air. Unloads to the wideout. And he gets rid of it.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
They'll give it to Malton. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. From the gun, running back on the move. They'll make the stop about a yard short on the first down. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on fourth down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch. Converts on fourth down. Is still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Hawkeyes are moving quickly down the field. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Throw toward the end zone, picked off right at the goal line. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run up the middle, try different things to see what you do with it.
He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. Underwood. Turns it upfield. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll ride him again. Shows him the stiff arm. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Buchanan. He's stopped, and he's got enough to move the chain.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Here's Underwood to throw. Fires to the right. It's complete. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Bryce Underwood to the air again. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
The Hawkeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Making his first move. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Well, man, I mean, you don't get more wide open than that, right? Big fella running down the field, nobody near him. Quarterback puts it on him. Just got to make the catch.
They'll go to the counter. A 3-yard gain there. It'll be 3rd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Offense staying on the field. They'll hurry up on 4th down. Making the adjustment. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on 4th. On the run, deep down the right side. And the pass is incomplete on 4th down, but hold on just a second. We've got to see what the flag's about. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was 4th down, now 1st down. Throwing, Underwood. Out wide left, it's Henson. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first, it's at the 37.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Scanning the field, it's Underwood. Fires to the middle. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Again, it's Underwood. Look out! Out wide right, it's Buchanan. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Wolverines! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
And you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Iowa offense ready to go to work. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Turning it on. He's got enough. He's all the way across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41 in the running game, getting it done.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
And he's brought down after a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
The run inside. It's Moulton. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And finally, we see a little bit of that, which we talked about coming into this football game. Like, we highlighted him. He's a really good football player. They're going to feature him. He's going to make big plays. Today, the defense has absolutely shut him down. That was actually his longest carry of the day. They're going to need more of that from this offense.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Defense did a great job.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Needs it here on 4th down. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
Underwood. Between the hashes, it's Buchanan. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Wolverines want to crank the tempo. Back to pass. It's Underwood. Looking left. It's caught downfield. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Changing the routes with his receivers. Play action with Underwood. Buying time to his right. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Michigan! He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Press shutted downs going up top. And he gets it away.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Out of the gun with Kamari Malton. Breaks into the open. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. Press center downs going to the air. Flip it out to the back on the screen. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Gets a hand in there.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game that they were going to have success. They had to be efficient throwing the football. They have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Still on his feet at the 45. Off to the races to the right. Touchdown, Iowa! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. They'll take the penalty and move them back. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Here's Underwood to throw. Pulls it in. It's Buchanan. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Dropping back, it's Underwood. Had to force that one.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Makes the grab. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the second quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hookup there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection. They're looking to add already to their blowout lead.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Ooh, and I love the running back here. Running into the blitz, he saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
They'll run it. It's Marshall. Fights off the defender. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Wolverines. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. He'll bring it out. It's Jones. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? This quarterback, part of their running game. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. The Hawkeyes call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. There he goes. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Iowa spends his second time out here. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Wants to throw one first. Got a man. It's Moulton. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
Looking downfield very late in the half. The quick out. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Drops back on first down. Under pressure. And it's a sack. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We kick things off with Boston College taking on the Virginia Tech Hokies.
On the return, it's Chambers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So here comes the Michigan offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Quarterback changing the play. They'll open the second half on the ground.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Rides to the back. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. The Wolverines want to move quickly.
They run it, they get the first down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Well, the offense is getting aggressive, and they're trying to take a shot on that play. Just an awesome job of coverage in the back end defensively.
They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
That's another big run, and that's not surprising, honestly, guys, considering how much success he had in the first half. He was running wild against this defense, so let's not change anything. Let's just go back out, let's pound the rock, pound the football, and really threaten this defense and force them to have to tackle us.
It's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
The sure hands, it's Buchanan. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to run it. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Handoff again. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking down the middle. He's got it. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him.
Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the point after is good. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jones. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Moulton. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 50. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Hawkeyes. He got a step and just dusted the field. They'll try to tack one more on their score. Bangs it through for an extra point. That drive, a great example of just how potent this offense can be. 2 plays, 80 yards, give them the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Chambers. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Tackled at the 28. It's a pickup of 5.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long, setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And you just get the feeling this defense is going to have to make more negative plays like that. You're down multiple possessions tonight. You need to come away with sacks to see if you can scrape and claw and get back in this game.
Underwood in the gun on third down. Oh, he wants it all. He's got it down the right side. He's loose. Touchdown, Michigan. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he tacks on the extra point. And he passes on the touchback. Here it comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Hits inside. It's Phillips. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Give running right, it's Kamari. They've got him corralled.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
The fake wants to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And everybody in the stadium knew that was going to be a pass, right, guys? I mean, it's 3rd down. You're trailing by so many points right now. And the defense is just smelling blood in the water. They're like sharks out there right now, getting after the quarterback. They've been doing that all game, by the way. And that's a trend that looks like it's just simply going to continue.
No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Tackled at the 45 after a 5-yard pickup.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Throwing, Underwood. Got it in the middle, it's Buchanan. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. The Wolverines have their offense in high gear. Sends it back in motion. They'll give it to him again. Turning it on. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Wolverines come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Underwood. Right side, it's Marshall. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. The Wolverines, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Wide receiver comes in motion. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Play fake, Underwood. Here comes the heat. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They took it 71 yards down the field, and the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. And he's coming out of the end zone. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. The Hawkeyes offense heads out to start this drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Breaks into the open. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Breaks the tackle. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They're in the gun, 3rd down. Here's Carr. Soft spot in the middle. Smashes through the tackle. He's running free down the middle. Touchdown, Michigan. He broke gargantuan category.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Snap on first down, wants to throw. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
And that's a really good play by this defense, because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
Could not make his way to the corner. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The corners are walked up tight. 3rd and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. And listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces they got to find.
And guys, hold that thought in just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Snapped it, and he has to have it. They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the 4th down stop.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you can try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Can't get him to the ground. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. Lining up to add another. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. From the gun, it's Phillips. At the 35, he's loose. Right down the boulevard. The 30. And that was a huge run that almost went to the house. The defense kept him from scoring.
I mean, goodness gracious, you could have driven a semi-truck through that hole. Nobody touched him. This was an easy run. This is the easiest 40-plus yard run you will ever see.
That last big play has them in business. Just outside the red zone, it's 1st and 10. Handoff from Alton. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game, because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Booster. Go. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Got to make the play on fourth. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on fourth down.
Well, it's been that kind of day for the offense, and this quarterback specifically, they've had their chances. They've had opportunities throughout the course of the game to get some pitches and catches and make some explosive plays, just not able, though, to hook up. And you saw it on that fourth down play right there. They're trailing by a lot of points because those are the throws you've got to make if you're going to win games like this, and they just have not been able to get it done.